Okay, so if we take a look at the second slice of pie, slice number 2, we need to draw and depict diffusion. So diffusion is the movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration without the use of energy, without the use of any kind of carrier or transport proteins. Okay. Now, these molecules have to be small and uncharged, like, for example, oxygen, O2, or carbon dioxide, CO2. So what I need you folks to do is draw the phospholipid bilayer here, okay, for slice number 2. And you don't need to leave any big gaps or anything, because there's no transport protein to draw, okay? So I need you to put a bunch of oxygens outside the cell because this is going to be inside the cell. So let's do that. That's outside, and that's inside. So I need you to put a whole bunch of oxygens out here, okay? And 1 or 2 in here. So what we're showing is that this is a high concentration of oxygen. Whenever you see brackets in chemistry, it means concentration. So there's a high concentration of oxygen, which means there's a whole lot out here, compared to in here where there's a low amount of oxygen. We only have 2 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out here, 2 in here. Conversely, look at carbon dioxide. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon dioxides inside the cell, and we've got 2 outside the cell. That means that we have a high concentration of CO2 in and a low concentration of CO2 outside the cell. By definition, diffusion is the movement of smaller uncharged particles from a high concentration to a low concentration, which means that the oxygen that's out here will flow into the cell until they equalize, till we reach what's called dynamic equilibrium. So if we have 6 out here and 2 here, that means that we're going to end up, some of these are going to end up coming in until we have 4 out here and 4 in here. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Now, maybe we might have 3 out here and 5 in here. They'll just keep going back and forth until we even out. That's why it's called dynamic equilibrium. Dynamic means it moves. Okay, same thing here with carbon dioxide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out here, 1, 2 out here. The carbon dioxide is going to flow from an area of high concentration in the cell to an area of low concentration outside the cell until we reach dynamic equilibrium. So it'll be like what, 4 and 4, or, I'm not mathing too well right now. Okay, that's about it. Reminder, these molecules have to be small and uncharged. So big molecules like glucose, C6H12O6, they're not going to diffuse. Charged molecules like Na+, Cl-, they are not going to simply diffuse through. These guys, this is called actually simple diffusion. Let's add that, because there are other kinds of diffusion that require transport proteins or carrier proteins. This is simple. These molecules will literally zip in and out through the cell membrane.